Welcome to Liberty Today. On today's program, Sam Kephart discusses the decline in America's moral principles. Gordon and Ed have good news from the Supreme Court on the subject of prayer, and Corey Heidelberger is back with more revelations on the EB5 scandal. All this and more now on Liberty Today.
No matter how you look at it, the Constitution, all of the historical documents related to the founding of this country, Sam Kephart is a student of those, they all have one thing in common, and it's this thread of what is morally right and wrong. A set of principles, Judeo-Christian principles, that cause this country to grow from a solid foundation.
I agree, and you know, it's unfortunate that we are getting to a point in our government evolution, I won't say societal evolution, but it's affecting that, where government is trying to somewhat effectively sanitize religious principle, and for that matter, moral principle, forget religion, moral principle,
yes,
from our day-to-day society. And it's kind of like, you know, anything goes. It's all right.
You know,
come as you are, do as you please, anything goes.
Unless you happen to be someone who subscribes to the Judeo-Christian principles. There's a lawsuit pending right now by some folks who are wanting to take the words "under God" out of the Pledge of Allegiance because it offends them. Where do you go with that, Sam?
Well, actually, I saw that article and I sent it to Marty Jackley with a comment. I'm very concerned about that sort of thing. I think people like that need to be stomped legally and maybe physically. I mean, I'm just sick of it.
Well, you're a little bit over the edge with that, but let me agree with you in this sense. I think that we have the freedom of religious preference, either to practice a faith, a different faith, or no faith. But I object when people demand that as Christian believers that we remove the option that we have to exercise a religious freedom.
Well, the point is, if you go back and look at the Founding Fathers, most, if not all of them, mention God in their writings, or divine providence. There's a lot of different terminology they use.
Yes.
Why are we trying to take the resonant frequency of the United States, upon which we were founded, you know, over 200 years ago, and now sanitize all that out? I don't get it. What's the point?
Well, the point
it's satanic in my mind.
The point really, Sam, is that these people want to call what's right wrong and what's wrong right. And they want to set aside those, and I'm not talking about a Bible in every schoolroom and all those things. I'm just saying we have the freedom to practice our faith. And this is still one nation under God. South Dakota's state motto is "Under God the people rule." And so why should we allow a small minority of non-believers to dictate to us that we have no longer the freedom to practice our religion?
Well, you know, it's interesting. Most of the very strong faith Christians that I know don't walk around with the Bible in their hand thumping people on the head with it. Yet, they honor our principles that this country was founded on, and I think the sanitized God, and for that matter morality, out of our government and our society, those folks really, in my opinion, ultimately are satanically motivated.
I don't know which of our founding fathers it was, but I believe one of them said that this government is only able to be functional for a moral people. And if you remove morality, we'll surely fail.
Well, I'm one of those people that I actually think we're creating a vacuum for judgment to happen.
Well, that's a scary prospect. We believe
that's a serious conversation, by the way.
Yes, it is. I believe it's certainly time for men and women of faith to stand up and say, we will happily let you be free to practice or not practice your own faith, and we expect you to leave us alone.
Yeah, don't jam us.
And we're not going to transform America into some kind of a moral society, because the day we do that is the day America falls.
Well, some would say we're already falling.
We're falling, yes.
It's not to come. We're in a fall right now.
Yeah. It's not too late to stop it. And the way to do that is for our men and women of faith to simply stand up, practice their faith, and vote their values.